Shit, it's Monday again. How did Sunday go by so fast? Weekends feel like a 5-minute coffee break, but wait, don't panic. There is hope. There is a way to make Mondays feel less Monday-ish. Let's talk about it. It's about the art of planning. It's not only about writing tasks on your to-do list and setting reminders on your phone. It's about understanding the importance of planning, not just for the sake of being organized, but to truly make the most out of your time. Imagine a week where you are not just reacting to things as they come, but you are proactively setting the pace. When you're not just juggling activities, but you are strategically placing them in slots that make sense. My system is based on optimizing for efficiency and fun. I want to be as productive as I can while also enjoying life and spending time with people I care about. So we'll cover everything. When it comes to tools for planning my week, I'm a firm believer in the less is more philosophy. First up, there is Notion. It's my go-to for structure and clarity. It's like the backbone of my planning system, helping me lay out tasks and goals in an organized manner. Then I have Google Calendar. It gives me a quick snapshot of how my week is going to look. Seeing all my activities laid out visually helps me balance my week, and this is how I make sure I'm not overcommitting. And lastly, I use a very simple habit tracker for meal planning. No, for habit tracking. That's a stupid joke. Very stupid joke. Moving on. Its purpose is to keep me accountable. And also at the end of the month, I will create some kind of report to see how I performed. Simplicity works for me, but everyone's system is unique. If you've stumbled upon an amazing tool that improved your planning, I'd love to hear about it. So leave a comment and tell me what it is. Alright, let's dive into the actual planning process. This very simple system is what makes me stay productive during the week and helps me reduce the mental energy required each day for thinking about what I should do next. Let's break it down step by step. First, break down the previous week. Before I even think about the upcoming week, I take a moment and reflect about the past 7 days. What went well? Where did I struggle? Were there any unexpected challenges? This reflection is about learning and understanding how I can better prepare for the next week. So I strongly recommend you to take just 2 minutes and answer these 3 questions. Did you respect the planning you did last week? What are some unexpected events that came up? What is one thing I can do now to better plan the next week? After answering these questions, you'll be able to plan a little bit better than before. Second, rank highlights for the upcoming week. Okay, so once I've got a clear picture of the past week, I shift my focus forward. What are the important things for the upcoming week? What are the highlights, the most important things of the week? I recommend you pick just 3. One focused on work, one focused on personal goals, and one focused on friends and family. For example, this week I want to post a YouTube video, I want to work out every single day, and I want to visit my parents twice. Even if everything else goes wrong, if I'm able to accomplish my highlights, this means I have a productive week. By identifying your priorities, you make sure they get the attention they deserve. Next, administer time blocks. Now this is where Google Calendar plays a role. I allocate specific time blocks for each highlight, and I also block out some times for breaks, leisure, and fun things I want to do during the week. I don't want to fully book my calendar. I just want to make sure that every highlight has enough time allocated. By visually mapping out my week, I can see if I'm overloading a specific day and adjust accordingly. Okay, so next to step number 4. Value flexibility. Here's a tip I really like. Always, but always, leave some buffer time. Life is unpredictable, and maybe a task will take longer than expected. By having these 15-minute buffer zones here and there, I ensure that my entire day doesn't go off the rails if there is a minor hiccup. This helps me to not get behind the schedule. And if the activity is completed in the allocated time, then I win 15 minutes. And the final point of the system is evaluate and adjust. Well, I don't just set and forget my plan. If at some point during the week the planning feels off, I take a moment and review it. How is everything going? Do I need to shuffle things around? This check-in allows you to make a few tweaks and readjust if necessary. This is my simple 5-step planning process. But don't leave this video just yet, because I have a few more tips and tricks for you. So to better memorize the system, you can refer to it as the BRAVE planning process. Break down the previous week, rank highlights, administer time blocks, value flexibility, evaluate and adjust. This is the plan. This is the structure. You can simply take a pen and paper and replicate it. Do this and combine combine it with what I'm going to tell you next, and I'm sure it will level up your productivity. And hey, if you're finding value in this video so far, please give it a quick like so more people can benefit from it. And if you like this type of content, you can help me boost my self-esteem and motivation and subscribe to the channel. Thanks in advance, and let's move on with the video. Alright, let's dive into some of my favorite tips and tricks that really increased my efficiency during the week. These are not only about getting things done, but about working smarter, not harder. How to handle disruptions. We've all been there. You've got your day perfectly planned out, and then life throws a banana in your face. Maybe it's an unexpected deadline, a sudden meeting, or a surprise visit from a friend. Now, you shouldn't panic and get anxious that you can't accomplish everything you scheduled out. First, assess the urgency. If it is not pressing, schedule it for later. If it is urgent, adjust your day. And at the end of it, rethink about how your week should look like so you can get back on track. Or at least keep yourself on track for the next couple of days. Disruptions are a part of life. It's how we handle them that makes the difference. Okay, next, a personal favorite of mine, the Parkinsons Law. So the Parkinsons Law states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. Ever noticed how a task can take an entire day if you allow it? But if you're pressed by a deadline, you somehow get it done faster? That's exactly Parkinsons Law in action. Okay, so what's the trick? Set tighter deadlines for yourself. Still realistic, but make it just a little bit shorter. If you think a task will take 3 hours, challenge yourself to do it in just 2 hours and 45 minutes, or maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes. You'll be amazed how efficient you can become if you're working just a little bit against the clock. Another amazing advice for time management is batching tasks. It's a game changer. Instead of scattering similar tasks throughout the day, group them together. Responding to emails. Set aside specific periods of time during the day to tackle your inbox. Scheduling meetings. Try to have them on the same day, or if you can do that, try to put them in consecutive slots. Batching not only streamlines your workflow, but also reduce the mental load of constantly switching between different types of tasks. Incorporating these tips into your planning can make a huge difference. They've certainly helped me navigate the complexities of a busy week with a bit more ease and a lot more efficiency. Okay, so give them a try and remember that the goal isn't perfection but progress. It really is about progress, about the journey. While having the perfect plan is great, it's about the challenges and how we face them that truly matters. When you have a plan, you're basically gifting your future self with clarity, reducing stress and uncertainty about what's next. But remember that every unexpected turn, every little surprise, it's what adds spice to life, making it a lot more interesting. And speaking about spice, don't forget to sprinkle some moments of fun throughout your week. After all, joy is the essence of life. If you got any extra planning tips or tricks, I'm all ears, and please leave it in the comments. That's all, and see you in the next one.